Obviously, there's a lot up in the air, so I won't get into specifics, but broadly, the younger guys getting these reps against an offense like Indiana, potentially against USC, what can that do for them, and why are they ready to step into that?
Well, just the constant growth and having great leadership around you helps you in those situations. So you get to get better through mental reps at practice, but you also get to get better in meeting rooms too. So the leadership that we have inside this organization is through and through, because those guys, they'll hear a message and they'll be able to get out on the field and actually perform that same message. So getting those valuable reps versus a team like Indiana is really, really good, going into another good week versus a good opponent like USC.
What was the breakdown in tackling for you guys? And Aaron said 20 missed tackles, I think. What did you see in the breakdown from your group?
Well, from our group, as a defense, you just want to continuously get better at it. Different types of tackling, different in-space tackles. So you just want to continuously work it and strain the guys to understand the importance of it and then the why. So you show them the film. You just keep going back to the film to show them, hey guys, you're this close to doing things the right way. It's a technical flaw. Maybe your eyes were wrong, or maybe you didn't step with the correct foot. Maybe you weren't near knee, near shoulder. So it's the smaller pieces that you got to break down for them so they can see. It all comes back to technique. It's not you as a person. It's you in that space, in that 4 to 7 second play, technically, and how to fix it. So you go over that with them over and over and over again so they can see it, but they also know this is the same coaching points that I've been getting about tackling since fall camp. So it's not anything new. It's just continuously rehearsing the mental drive of it, because when you get in a big space, in a big opportunity like that, technique is the first thing that'll drop when fatigue sets in at times. So you got to continue to remind the guys, maintain your technique through fatigue, maintain your technique through tempo, maintain the technique through success. Even after you maybe just made a tackle in space like Torrey Cox, or you just made a tackle in space like Caleb Patterson, you got to keep doing it. It's the consistency of it.
Who are some guys maybe haven't got a lot of reps, or maybe they've been on the look team whose development that you've been pleased with, and they look like they might be able to help you?
Well, Robert Jones and Amar Reynolds is coming along really, really good. Really excited about those guys, and I've talked about them over and over and over again. And now those guys have worked themselves to earn opportunities on special teams. And usually in my room, that's where it starts traditionally when we're talking about the past of Tanner Heckel. You're talking about the past of Jaheim Clark. So now you see those guys taking the reins of getting out on the field and doing some things on special teams and helping us. And now you'll see possibly opportunities for those guys getting on the field and helping us defensively too, if they continuously earn it, because that's how it goes. You got to continuously work to earn it.
Do you see some similarities or differences with these Indiana wide receivers than the USC wide receivers?
It's a lot of similarities in I would say the inside guys. The outside guys are different in the fact of number 8 is extremely large person, right? and Indiana didn't have a extremely large dude that was doing those type of things, but they had guys that are just as fast. So you're definitely prepared for the tempo and the speed of the game, because Indiana was extremely fast, but you just haven't seen a guy like number 8 before that USC brings to the table, a bigger, longer dude, right? I think their biggest dude was number 7, but still he didn't have the same type of stature and girth that number 8 has. So pretty excited for the opportunity to cover receivers of this magnitude and see how the guys manage it and go about it and work to make plays against them.
I think they're pretty high up there for yards after the catch. USC is. What makes them so good after the catch? And then I guess that probably circles back to tackling for you guys, right?
It's tackling, and then schematically what they've been able to do, they spread you out so that you don't really have a lot of vice tacklers coming inside out to help you, because they got you spread out so far. And this offense dates all the way back to Iowa Wesleyan offense way back in the day with Hal Mummy and Mike Leach. So you see what coach is doing with these guys, and you appreciate it, because this is where football is went, and so excited about the challenge to go up against it, but ultimately excited about the challenge to try and make those tackles in space and do our job to keep the ball inside and in front of us.
When you have a game go like Saturday did, how does the staff get back to moving forward? What has to happen to make that happen for the staff? Because we know the players are younger, they don't play.
Well, the first things first. So we got a great head coach that creates a message that message now spreads out from us as position coaches, right, as coordinators, and we make sure that message is clear about the expectations moving forward and how to get past the game, but also using the game as a part of our past. This is a part of our past that we all experienced, and now we need to use that as film, as a collection of film, to say these are the things that we need to fix, right? Nothing in this world is perfect, right? And one thing you can always strive for is perfection, but what you want to always look back at that is your failures to get there, right? Your failures to become perfect is the best way I think a man can always find success, in my opinion.
Not to give away the game plan or anything, but are you getting an idea on what your guys do well, whether it's press man or 3 deep zone or whatever? Are you kind of getting a feel for what you do well and what maybe you don't do as well?
Well, the great thing about Coach Aaron Henry's defense is it gives you a multitude of different ways of covering, whether it's press or whether it's off or whether it's zone or whether it's man. Our job is just to live inside of that space. Whatever he calls, be ready to go.